Could it be that I've been led up the garden path? You never know. Welcome to Warsaw, Walkie Talkie Traveller Channel, another video. Today's a little bit different. I'm actually on the trail of a character from Polish history called Monte Wojtek. Not a children's story. This bear actually existed. A Syrian bear who was bought as a young cub at a train station in Syria by members of a Polish army unit. I think it was around 1941, 1942, and I was walking up to where Google Maps suggests I might find a statue of Bear Wojtek, and just before I got to the location, I noticed, the street is called Wojtowska. Wojtek. It's a short street. It's a cul-de-sac actually. So why not just pop down and have a look? And as you can see, what I found is, sure enough, it's a picture of a bear, but sadly he looks more like a circus bear. And Monte Wojtek, well, should I call him Private Wojtek or even Corporal Wojtek? Because the bear was given a uniform in the Polish army and he was promoted for his deeds, which most famously involved the carrying of ammunition boxes. Allegedly, the bear wasn't trained to do this, but he decided he was seeing the Polish soldiers around him carrying these boxes and he would join in. So the fully grown bear in the 1940s was based with these soldiers, and they were part of the invasion team who landed in Italy and ended up fighting at Monte Cassino. And this is what particularly piqued my interest when a lady was telling me about Wojtek and Monte Cassino. I remember this is where my father was also involved in fighting. I don't remember specifically that he was fighting alongside any Polish troops. I do remember that he mentioned Canadians. He never mentioned the bear, but then he didn't talk a great deal about his time in the war anyway. So yeah, flashback, Monte Cassino, my father was there, survived the friendly fire of the Allies, which killed so many of the Allies, sadly. Luckily, Monte Wojtek wasn't one of the casualties either, but I'm not 100% sure this is the statue I'm actually looking for, because the picture of the statue is quite different. Unlike this one, who appears to be a circus bear, the statue that I saw was one which is a common theme with statues of the bear. He's holding a large bullet, a larger than life bullet, or perhaps it's some kind of large missile which was fired from apparatus back in the 40s. I don't know precisely. Anyhow, interesting story. It resonated with me because of the family connection, and I thought, yeah, I'll go and check that out. So here I am on Wojtowska. Not 100% sure I've actually found the statue I was looking for, but let's continue the walk, shall we? We'll say goodbye to Monte Wojtek. I guess we should say thank you for your service. When the war was over, evidently the Polish soldiers ended up in England, or maybe it was Scotland, and the bear was with them. He was a part of the unit. Then when the Polish unit was disbanded, they had this awkward situation of okay, so where does the bear go? For whatever reason, instead of him returning to Syria or to Poland, he was put into Edinburgh Zoo. And he lived there for another, well, just under 20 years. Apparently, Wojtek recognised Polish visitors to the zoo who would do things like throw cigarettes to him, because apparently he'd learned to enjoy eating cigarettes when he was with the Polish soldiers. Sounds very bizarre, doesn't it, this story? But it's all true, allegedly. And I think it's kind of the story that Polish children learn, and Polish adults as well, I guess. Now, whether there's a movie about Bear Wojtek, that would be something, wouldn't it? But I haven't investigated that yet. But I'm sure a Polish person might like to make a comment in the comments below that yes, there is, or no, there isn't. Not 100% sure, but I think this is the way to where the statue is meant to be. So it could be that Wojtek actually has two statues in pretty close proximity. We're walking up to where the statue is supposed to be, but there is quite a tricky issue with this. As you can see, oh, I've seen the statue. It's a school. So I don't know if I'm allowed to go in and film on the premises. Probably not. But I've seen the statue. What can I do? Use the zoom, I guess. That's my best option. So there he is. Miś Wojtek. As I was hoping to find him, but he's on school grounds and I'm not going any further than this. Thank goodness there are no children running around or anything like that, in which case, of course, I wouldn't have done any of the filming at all. But given that there's nobody around, at least I can stand out here on a public pavement and film the statue from a distance. So, a little bit of a, well, almost a record short video for me, isn't it, the way things go? But a little bit of a different type of video with a little story attached. Shame I can't get closer, but there you go. And across the road from the school which houses the main bear statue, which the rest of us can't see, but only very faintly from a distance, there's a bit of a consolation prize, so I might as well film it while I'm here. Talk about padding out a video, eh? Well, this is the kind of thing I like anyway, and if you watch any other of my videos, then you already know it's something I'm very likely to film. Looks like some kind of sports stadium in there. And yes, inevitably it's going to be Second World War themed, I guess, although you might expect it to be more connected with sport, wouldn't you? And perhaps football heroes of the past. But it's more about broken Warsaw, I would gather, and the desolation after the Germans tried to blow it to bits and almost completely succeeded, and the underground struggle. Here's an image of a character who unfortunately looks as though he's surrounded by jackboots, so was perhaps caught by the Nazis. And here's some more ghostly figures, partial faces. And perhaps somebody made a decision after the war, okay, well, let's put a football ground in here then, given that so much destruction has taken place. The name of this street, Konviktorska. And yes, the symbol of the 1944 Polish uprising. And a place to buy tickets if you're going in to watch a game. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the little story of Mish Wojtek, and I'll leave you to look up to see if there are any more images and any more to his story online. Until the next time.